At one point in all our lives, we've all believed in ghosts, spirits, poltergeists. Whether you believed in them as a kid or you still believe in them to this day, we've all believed in the concept of souls who have yet to pass on to the afterlife. Due to their nature, they make for being a staple of horror and scary stories, and many different IPs have used ghosts to convey the creepiness factor, and Sonic the Hedgehog is no exception. Today, as we enter the spooky season, I'm going to go through many times that ghosts have appeared in Sonic the Hedgehog. The first appearance of ghosts is in Sonic 3 and Knuckles. In Sandopolis, we can see some ghosts hovering around. These ghosts actually have a name. They are called the Hyudoro. 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 The Hyudoro. The Hyudoro can be beaten by turning on the lights in the zone. So when you are in the zone, you have to hit these light switches, and that stops the Hyudoro from attacking you. I guess that makes sense, spooky stuff happens at night and in the dark, so the light counteracts that. That makes sense. There's actually lore to the Hyudoro as well. Apparently they were forced into their little capsules by Dr. Eggman before Sonic arrived. So there you go, some nice lore. The Hyudoro made another game appearance. They were in Sonic Rivals 2 in the Mystic Haunt Zone. The Hyudoro operates almost exactly the same in Sonic 3 and Knuckles. You have to keep lighting up the screen with switches to stop them from attacking you. And the boss for Mystic Haunt is a giant Hyudoro called the Egg Phantom. The Hyudoro have made appearances in other media, in the Fleetway comics. They are similar to the mainline counterparts. They inhabit Sandopolis and vanish when light appears, though their design is, of course, slightly modified to fit with the Fleetway tone. They actually look a lot creepier in Fleetway. They also appeared in IDW during the Fang the Hunter miniseries, when Fang and the Hooligans go to Sandopolis to find Knuckles, and he's going to tell them where the 8th Chaos Emerald is. You can see Fang using the Marvelous Beauty or Marvelous Queen, my apologies, to flash the lights in the Hyudoro. The next ghost appearance was in Sonic Heroes in Mystic Mansion. You can encounter the Pumpkin Ghosts. There's no special way to defeat them like Hyudoro. They are just normal enemies. You can beat them by attacking them. The Pumpkin Ghosts usually are found in confined spaces, so behind unlockable doors, near switches, or in corridors. And they will either stay still or they walk in a circle. Next up, we have the most well-known ghosts in the Sonic series, the Boos! The Boos appeared in Sonic Adventure 2. Unlike the other ghosts, there are actually different types of Boos. There is the first kind of Boos, which are normal Boos. They just have black eyes. They hide in gravestones, pumpkins, and just the ground. They pop up out of the ground. They will fake an attack at you, which can briefly stun you. Attack-type Boos have red and yellow eyes, and they can hurt the player like regular enemies. So the regular Boos can't hurt you, they just stun you. These ones actually attack you. These Boos will float around like normal until they spot you, then they will chase you. Should they reach you, they will hold you in place for another enemy to attack you, or they'll just attack you themselves, and you can beat them by attacking them like normal. There's also the Boom Boos, which are much larger and rounder. They also look very different. They have like stitched up eyes and mouth. These guys need more than one hit to be taken out, and when they are on their last hit, they just become attack type Boos. And then, of course, there's him. This big boy. King Boom Boo. He's the boss for the Death Chamber level, and as you can guess from his name, he's the leader, the king of all the Boos. The Boos made a return in Sonic Lost World during the Sky Road Zone 4. The Boos are indestructible obstacles that move left or right across the screen in long rows that will cause damage when touched, and you have to avoid them using the magenta rhythm color. The Boos also got a track dedicated to them in Team Sonic Racing. The track is called Boo's House, which weirdly enough is located and partially based on Sandopolis, which begs the question, why weren't the Hyudoro there instead? I don't know, maybe Sega thought the Boos were more memorable. The Boos were in an episode of Sonic X called Sonic Scream Test. The Boos, called Booms in the show, I guess works with King Boom Boo, I guess. They are released by Sonic and his friends, and they have to go and seal them up. They also gave us this iconic image. Just get ready, 3, 2, 1, and there's your nightmare fuel for the next 2 days. The Boos returned in issues 13 and 14 of Sonic X in the comics, this time with King Boom Boo appearing as well. And finally, we have the trio of La, Su, and from Night of the Werehog. Made to promote Sonic Unleashed, Night of the Werehog is a short little web animation that sees Sonic and Chip enter a mansion and the ghosts try to scare them, but Sonic turns into the Werehog and things don't turn out well for our ghostly friends. A sequel to Night of the Werehog called Ghost Tale was released on Halloween last year, which sees and Sue try to impress Law, because even in death, the boys gotta try to impress the girl. And that does it. That's what I got from the ghosts in the Sonic the Hedgehog series. Not as much as something like, say, Mario, which has the King Boo and all that type of stuff with Luigi's Mansion and all that. Not a lot for Sonic, unlike Mario, which pretty much every Mario game has a ghost level, because you gotta put the Boos in somewhere. So if I missed out on any, please let me know, because I probably did miss out on something. Let me know in the comments, please correct me and tell me where they are. And I will see you guys all next time. Enjoy your spooky Halloween and eat lots of candy. Please eat lots of candy. This is the time when eating candy is the most acceptable. So just do it. Go to the store. This is why Halloween's the best. They're bundling the candy away like there's no tomorrow.